just give him another question. When God has shown you your calling, how do you activate it?
Hallelujah. I'll use myself as an example. I remember 11 years ago.
We can't hear you.
11 years ago, when God showed me my calling, it was in the prison.
Was where?
In the prison.
So please hear him well. You need to hear.
So it was
when God showed him his what took you to prison?
All right. Quite a lot of things I did. I meandered into the corridor of fornication, masturbation, stealing.
Stealing? As you find like this?
A lot of things I did.
Okay.
But it was in the prison that God showed me my calling, and God brought my father. I never met him before. I never seen him before in my life. I'm an Orthodox. I heard people speaking in tongues.
You hate them?
I hate them.
Okay.
With passion. So it was in prison that God brought my father and Reverend Pastor Dr. Paul Enenche. The two of them came. So that's how the whole thing started unfolding. And after the prison, I left the prison. I knew in that prison the angel told me, he showed me my future. That this is where I'm going.
In prison?
In the prison.
In the prison.
I spent 3 days like Jonah in the belly of the whale. So after I left the prison, I wanted to commit suicide. So it was the process of committing the suicide. Then God now brought my father again. I've never met this man. So when he came, he now said, remember that which the Holy Spirit have showed you in the prison. They did not show me again my future. So I stay with that what I receive. And immediately after that, then that's when I begin to receive a strong blessing. And I put on a crusade. That's the first crusade we did. And to amaze you, we spent close to 1.something million. My friend, my covenant brother, Pharmacy Frank, he brought the money. I don't have money that time because I steal money from the company I work with, 25.something million.
What did you do with the money?
Yeah, some of the money, I rented the house. I was telling him, I've been to Lagos, I flex, I rock Calabar, I rock that kind of places.
Now, please, man of God, put the mic on your mouth. We need this. Somebody is in his Kairos moment now, because you are about to be delivered. So meanwhile, our father has all kinds of children, though. So may God give you more grace.
So I rented a house in Abuja, rented a house in Calabar, begin to flex. I was into Pakalin recording, Benelli recording, Roro, Blue, Wheat, Legend. I can take carton of Legend without getting drunk. And so it was a moment indeed. It was a moment indeed, and I remember I could sleep with at least 6 girls every day.
Now, just hold on. Let me stop Danjuma a little bit. There is something I want to do. The Bible says we should give honor to whom honor is due. You see that man standing there. If he cries here, Pastor Danjuma that is talking now, if he cries for miracles, you will be shocked at the testimonies. He has terrific signs and wonders in his ministry. I mean, Papa, am I correct? I mean, if he stands here now to cry, there will be signs. As in, you will begin to hear, and then you will look at him. You don't look like it, but look at where God picked him from. That's what I want you to see. Alomo, Gouda, 6 women, prison. Whoever is listening to us today, draw strength from this testimony. Go on, sir.
In summary, and then from there, I met a friend. He got a job with the MTN, has not where to stay. I beckoned on my aunt, please give me a place to stay. So in the middle of the night, this gentleman is a doctor now. He's a lecturer, apostle. Papa knows him. So he began to play the message every day in the night, every day. So one day I said, I heard this voice somewhere. That's what I believe, that his voice was the voice of the one speaking from the wilderness. So I began to hear. So I asked him, say, who is this man? He said, he's one young, handsome man of God. I said, yo. So I was thinking that I would hear big man of God. So I said, give me his contact. He said, if you call, he won't pick. Just send me a text message. But I called. I put a call twice. 30 minutes later, he called. I was shivering. And then he now said, where are you? I said, in Taraba. Can you come to Makodi? Then he was in Lagos. Then he now said, he's coming to Makodi for a contact. Can you come? And I came. And that was how my journey began. Even though when I came, in my heart, I have my plan. One of the things I observed with him, he held my hand. For a moment, in my heart, I said, God forbid, I will never be a pastor. I want to be a politician. And to be honest with you, one of the reasons why I want to be a politician, because I saw my dad. He has never stepped his feet at any airport, or never in his life. So I came and I said, where were you when they are stealing money? Where Buhari or Basanjo? Where were you? I said, where were you?
So your plan to be a politician was to steal money?
I said to myself that my name must be written in AIT everywhere, captured by EFCC. That I embezzled billions of naira. That be my plans. But not until I met
Galea of the living God.
Not until I met my father. I remember that day. I slept in his house. I had a strange encounter. A lot of beings were leaving me. There's something I don't want to say on air. I have slept in graveyard before. Yes. I wanted to be one of the richest young men at my age.
Thank you. So I have a colleague now. I have slept in the graveyard to make money.
Yes, I did that.
Papa, you have all kinds of children. May God continue to strengthen you.
But one of the things that happened to me when everybody rejected me. Everybody. When I have money, I could shut down beer parlor, I could do all kinds of things. Everybody rejected me. But I lost my dad. When my dad died, they said, hey, now you will see way. And I tell you what, I never knew. It was some days back that I knew that God brought him to be my father.
Yes.
And the journey started, did crusade, that's how. It's a long journey. It's a long journey.
You see, Apostle was not around when I said we should celebrate him. Now this is another person in Taraba. That's Taraba. Apostle is not just a spiritual father. Danjuma is about to get married. That's the father that is pioneering. Is he pioneer now? That is marshalling that marriage. Celebrate our father. Celebrate the grace of God over his life. Celebrate mama. So there is a principle that Papa has. Meanwhile, if you think because I'm saying you want to come and be his son, you're on your own. In our clan, Apostle goes with us to pay for our dowry. How much is the dowry? This is the amount. Apostle will make it available. Say, go and marry. I mean, I've seen it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Maybe one of these days when he's not around, we will do harvest of people he paid dowry for. You will be amazed. I don't know. He does it joyfully. So that is, if I was lying to you guys, at least there was no prior discussion between me and Danjuma, and you can also hear that. In fact, if we tell you the crusade, the way he invited Apostle for that crusade, I'm having a crusade, will you come? The way he invited Apostle, and Apostle went on his own, on Apostle's bill, but the meeting, and Apostle didn't say a word. Finished the meeting, he left. I remember I went to one meeting and they were treating us somehow. Apostle looked at my face. He prayed. I was sitting by his side. He tapped me. Oh, Boris, stay focused. He didn't look at my face. He was still praying. Ukbore, stay focused. I say, Papa, I say, stay focused. I wanted to tell him, can't you see the way this man is treating you? He said, stay focused. Then later he touched me again. Ukbore. Keep the main thing, the main thing. That was why I got that utterance. Keep the main thing, the main thing. When we went back to the hotel, he said, anytime you travel, learn to do God's will first. You are the way they treat you does not matter. Do God's will. So when I travel with my guys and they are angry, I will say, keep the main thing, the main thing. I've been over sorry tell now. All of them that travel with me, I say, keep the main thing. We are not celebrities. The place where there is honor, you enjoy it. The place where you suffer, you enjoy it. That is what I have learned from him. So we can sleep in the best hotel and sleep in the worst shanty. It's a training. We have learned to enjoy, we have learned to suffer. So whatever you do, it does not reduce our person because our security is in Jesus. But the reason why we came into that revelation is because there is a man that God used to model it. His name is Apostle Arome. Papa, we thank you. We see that by your living standard, even till date. I have seen you stay in the biggest hotel. In fact, not only that, he puts himself in that condition from time to time. Some few months ago, he told me we are not traveling by our car. We are going to the car park. And we sent me a message. Say, Papa, Semo could go car park. I said, what? From where to where? He said, Rev, now so I see him. I said, go, I no go fit talk for this one. And when they were going, Apostle was watching the guy, he faced. Apostle no even send him, Papa always prays on the road. When they got there, he now taught him the lesson. That from time to time, there has to be an adjustment of the heart. You don't get too used to comfort. Remember where you have been taken from, the sheepfold. Can you see, you now, if it's you, you will say, Ukbore, level don't change. Oh. Somebody like me, I can do it before. Say, what? With all this heavy dose prophetic grace, you are bringing me through transport again? I know, I've passed that level. But no, not with Apostle. So we have learned to come into alignment. When you are going to preach, Apostle will tell you two things must happen. There must be utterance. What's the second one? And if you say, how will I flow power? I say, locate it yourself. Locate it. So Mama was going, he said, locate power. When I came back, he said, before you talk, was there power? So I tell my wife, as you go, there must be power. I tell Pastor Victor, as you go, you know the drill. There must be power. Power is a signature of the remnant clan. And we are not apologetic about it. Thank you so much, sir. We celebrate you. So I guess with this Danjuma is a good place to round off question and answer. The children have been itchy to do a presentation. So they want to do a presentation before their father. But for everyone that heard Danjuma's testimony and you are here and you are discouraged, I want you to trust God for strength. As you leave this place, your life will take a new turn. I think myself and Danjuma will do a book in RCN, The Bad Boys.